Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hello, Dave Howard from Marin County. Thinking about the Lions. Curious as to what they're going to do about Aidan Hutchinson, who's going to be able to block him, and will Miles go against Penny Sewell? That should be a great matchup. So it'll be interesting to see what you or your guests think about who would win the matchup between Miles and Penny Sewell. Thanks a lot.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Jeff, Huntington's really good. Or Hutchinson rather, is really good. Whomever is going to need help. and relative to Myles Garrett, that's going to be a 50-50 thing. You're going to move them all over the place to try to get a matchup where they're not as strong. And they're not as strong in the interior as they've been because Ragnow, their center, retired like 2 weeks before preseason.
Well, and the thing with, Hutchinson, getting all the way back, the ability you're really starting to see come together in this Detroit Lions defensive line. I think it was 7 sacks. They put Lamar down on Monday night. So they certainly can get after the quarterback themselves. But you're not wrong. It's going to take more than one. I do believe the Browns are probably going to see, how well they can run the ball early against this Detroit team. So if it turns out that, hey, maybe Judkins gets another 17, 18, we work in some Dylan Sampson, we work in Jerome Ford, because I think the best way for the Browns to probably conceivably play with the Detroit Lions would be as if they can have a plus running game. The less Jared Goff is on the field, the less Amon St. Brown is on the field. That is probably the best that the Browns can do as far as keeping the point total low. You'll definitely get some Miles and Penny Sewell reps, but I think, and it's not so much that the Browns feel like they have to. I think they just like it for the sake of everybody else, because now that you have other pass rushers on this defensive line who are playing levels closer to Myles Garrett, it's not just for the opponent's offensive line that, oh, okay, well, Myles is over the center or Myles is over the right tackle. Well, now it's, okay, well, where is everybody else? Where is, Mason Graham? Where is Isaiah McGuire? So it's identifying where 95 is and then kind of identifying where everybody else is, because the Browns, outside of Myles, and pretty much any one of these guys are smoking their one-on-ones right now anyway. So that's really been obviously the key for the Browns, and what they're able to do defensively right now is because it's kind of back to the beginning of 2023, where the Browns' theory is, you're either going to go down to the ground or you're going to throw the ball to the sidelines. We're not worried about our coverage because you're not going to have the time to exploit any coverage.